Welcome back, MTG Joe here. Today we are playing the new set, Karlov Murder. There was a murder there. They're trying to figure it out. Now, I'm going to focus on Timeless. I did a standard video, but a lot of kind of the list cards, special guests, whatever you want to call it, are specific to Timeless. There's some that are also historic. In this case here, Smuggler's Copter was introduced, and we got it for basically all formats outside of standard. This is a card that picked up in Pioneer since the unbanning, and I think it's an interesting kind of concept to see how it plays out in Timeless. Card drawing is usually illegal because of Bowmaster, but I think if you put it in a shell with ample removal to kind of assist it overall, it could potentially be useful. So we're going to give it a shot, see how it plays out. I'm interested to see if it is something reasonable, and we're going to go from there. I'll come back with standard stuff. I don't really feel like brewing in that format. You brew stuff and your opponent just sunfalls you 10 times and it's kind of boring. But we did Team Our Rhinos, which was really fun, crashing footfalls. That video will be up. We'll do this one as well, but kind of going through the list. It's a Izzet deck, blue-red, and we are basically scissoring people. And you throw on this onto any of your artifacts, they become 5/5 in addition to their other types. You have also zoetic glyph, similar idea, 5/4. But when it's put into the graveyard, you get to discover 3, and then you basically get some free value there. The rest of the deck, we have baubles that are cheap. We have the Ornithopter Retrofitter Foundry package, along with a couple copies of Yotii. So we have that. We have Gleeful Demolition. We have Siren, Spyglass Siren, so just cheap kind of ways. We have bolts in here. We have Shrapnel Blast, and then Treasure Cruise refills our hand after we kind of throw things away. The one card we may want to consider actually is Overcooked. So players can't gain life at the beginning of your end step. You create a food. If 2 or more non-land permanents, you get to create Food Fight. So I actually think I want to try this out. In terms of what we cut, probably a Gleeful and probably curve's a little high otherwise with 18 lines. So maybe we do... this is an interesting one. Let's do 1 Zoetic. You also have the ability with Darksteel Citadel that you can put either Ensoul or the Zoetic glyphs on it. Ginganta Companion, and then our sideboard we have Cage for like things cheating at play, Pithing Needle, we have Blood Moon when we need it, Unholy Heat is more removal, Aether Gust for green-red decks, and then Ferocidon's kind of my tech against Yawgmoth as well as Field of the Dead. When you combine it with like some aggression, it's a good way to kind of lock them out there. So I'll give this one a shot, see how it plays out. We came pretty close to the 3-0 in best of 3 Timeless with Rhinos. A close one to 4-color Omnath, but we will give this a shot. This is our rank. Yes, thank you, Sparky. Sparky needs to go away. They didn't fix any of the bugs, which is kind of annoying. So as we load up, find our opponent, you'll see in the top right-hand corner of the screen that sub goal on YouTube. We are trying to hit 15,000 subs on YouTube. It's free to sub on YouTube. It's not like Twitch where you got to pay. Just help support the channel. It's literally a click of a button. If you have subbed already, it's greatly appreciated. If you can, like and comment as well on the videos. Again, just free, easy ways. Helps put it out there. I appreciate every viewer, and it helps push them out as well to more viewers. So we'll give this one a shot, see how it plays out. Ginganta also kind of makes people think we're potentially on like Jund, which is always some good tomfoolery. So this hand's actually pretty bad. These are basically dead cards at this point. This hand is pretty good. We will keep. I'm gonna put back Shrapnel Blast. So this is Field of the Dead. Most likely could be Yogg, but likely Field. Just gonna close my blinds, apologies. Jund? Oh, this might be... Oh, it's Yogg. Okay. So here... We know they're going to do that next turn. Maybe should have waited because this thins out my deck more. This gives him a target for Bowmaster, which I don't love. Last turn. If I could get Overcooked, it might be pretty good because it could stop him from gaining life. I do need to kill this Bowmaster because we have Treasure Cruise in our deck. Hey, we got Ornithopter. So they'll be able to kill one. What I am gonna do here is kill this now. The reason being they could play Chorda Calling and then that gives them access to 3 mana. So this limits their upside. I can block, and then with Retrofitter, they usually don't play Fatal Push in the main. A land would be great here. Might be another Bowmaster. You always have it. They could quad block here. And that was a mull to 5 as well. Pass the turn. Actually, I should have held that because it would have triggered Overcooked. So that was a mistake. First time playing with this card. So I won't actually get the Overcooked value. We do have Blast, so depending what they do, we can eventually go face. So we'll just wait, depending if they like Shock or something, I just go face and then kill them that way. Same if they go Yogg. We'll do this. Doing this now before Deathrite can gain life. So 2 lands, double Bowmaster, still took him out. Always impressful. This matchup I want Ferocidons, I want Cage. Needle's interesting. I do think we take the Baubles out. Blood Moon's not terrible, but also not great. Probably trim here. The Gleefles aren't that good. Probably want all the Unholy Heats. Trim on 1 cruise. Probably 1 Ensoul. Zoetic Glyphs, at least it gives us something if it dies. So there's some utility there. I don't think we want Blood Moon. They have a lot of mana dorks. The nice thing is we can also animate our hate pieces. Jeez. Oh, let's see if we hit. We might need an extra land in this deck. Come on, give me a land. Running lands. Land? Thank you. So we'll name Yawgmoth now. They could also just get a Traxa, and then I lose. Young Wolf. That's frustrating. I want to save this for the Overcooked turn. Or at least with Zoetic on it. Missing lands 2 turns isn't going to do much for us. Could be Chord for like Frillback. Super frustrating. I do think if we go up to that, we need an extra land, especially if we're taking the baubles out. I think the hand was, like, going to 5's a little bit iffy. We've just given him too many turns. They have Chord, they just can't figure out how to use the Chord. What I can do is they Chord for 1, they go Haywire Might. They use the Might there. So they'll Might on the Needle. I'll fetch. They are playing around Blood Moon as well, so it was correct there. Come on. We even purposely didn't fetch because we didn't want to get too low on lines. I probably don't lead with. Probably lead Ferocidon. Because the Haywire might, mind you, And that goes for Yogg then. They draw a bunch of cards. I do Ferocidon. They pop that. They start doing that. They take a bunch of damage. I think we have to go Overcooked. At the very least, this gives me a blocker. And it'll give me an Overcooked, so then I can start sacrificing artifacts. That gets that out of the way. Could zoetic glyphs. I can Ferocidon. Soul Cauldron. Notably with Cauldron, they could put the counter on Young Wolf, activate it, and then blow up the Pithing Needle. However, the Young Wolf will not come back in that instance. I think here I just go Ferocidon. So they blow up Needle here. They don't. In the yard right now, they have Halfling. They Bolt. I don't think they brought in like Fatal Push. But what I can do next turn is strap up the zoetic glyphs. So notably, this is non-creature. Oh my god. Go! So they'll attack in with Innkeeper. They just hard cast Atraxa. So a land would actually be good. I can attack in with this. I do a Fatal Push that I have to be mindful of. Cool. A bit tricky. I have to do this. Let that die. Get to discover. Because the problem is here I have to sack this. I can Treasure Cruise next turn. They can enable push here. We missed lands too many turns at the beginning. I just had to fetch. Just go to the next game. This person's taking forever. Okay, so of course I can't see the battlefield because that's illegal. I don't think we want Aether Gust. Because they have the mites, we probably don't want those. But maybe just go more aggressive. Gleeful's a little iffy. Yotai gives me a way to kind of hit them, which I like. Let's do it like that. I don't know. Trying to figure this one out. It's a tough matchup because we can deal with the Yogg combo, but then they have just like suddenly Atraxa. Mind you, if we actually hit our land, like the third game now. Okay, well, we got lands. Not going to be greedy here. No cheap artifacts, but Yotai can potentially hit something. You would have been great last turn. So they do like Young Wolf this turn, or Innkeeper, I can kill it. We're gonna have to add another land after this game. Your turn 2. Tap your freaking land. Jesus. Obviously would have loved to there. I do have the natural order line. But I think we just Ferocidon and call it a day. Turn 2 Cauldron's a little annoying. Gonna make this treasure cruise cost a lot more to activate. Naturally, just get the Fatal Push Enabler so you don't even have to do anything. Get Yogg. They don't have a way just yet to get ahead. Okay, so they got Innkeeper. Go! drawing another land there. So game one, we couldn't find a land to save our lives. They did find the Pizeju. They do need to use that as a land. It's going to be natural order. They're going to have like the perfect... Person's used 5 more minutes of clock. Okay, so they did have Hapatra. We need a needle here. Yeah, they went here. Alright. That wasn't fun. Mostly because they played incredibly slow. I don't think that matchup's impossible, just game 2 we just needed to hit lands on time, which we failed to do. You don't hit lands for like 2 or 3 turns. Let's edit the deck here. I think we're one too many shrapnel blasts. And I do think we just want Spire Bluff. Actually, we could play another Citadel. We just also didn't draw. Didn't draw our removal that game. All 3 games we mulliganed. The Cauldron also made it a little awkward because we have a lot of cheap stuff between the fetches, stuff like that. I think it's kind of reasonable to approach it. Oh my god. This deck hates us being able to draw lines. See what we're playing against. Wooded Foothill Gamers. Just play Island here. I can't attack next turn anyways, so... Cool. So getting that one out of the way now is fine. Maybe we do want Spell Pierce in our deck. I want this Overcook to stick, so... let them use their counter spells here. There's Sultai, so we also have to be mindful of this treasure cruise. Come on. Gonna be Bowmaster for sure. I'm not gonna play into it. Like, what a hand. Like, what are you supposed to do there? Blood Moon's in, Unholy Heat's in. Potentially Needle. We'll see. I'm gonna trim on a couple treasure cruises. Trim on a Copter. Trim on the Gleeful. Trim on an Ensoul. When their hand just flips and it's that, I don't know what you're supposed to do. Sanctuary. Okay, so we have another bauble. Do you think we play the bauble, play Copter? They'll fetch. Probably spell Pierce because... Oh, it's not. So now we'll bauble here. Brainstorm. Perfect. So we have Unholy Heat. We got a bunch of cheap stuff in here. Retrofitter is also nice here. Could be Fatal Push. I don't really want to expose it. So we're going to do this, because they're going to have to give me the Explore trigger. Okay, I'll just wait. I know they have the Brainstorm, which is giving them priority, but I don't know if I necessarily... Okay, so they got the Spell Pierce out. So depending what they do here, I can Copter, Crew the Spyglass, draw, discard, have Bolt Up and Treasure Cruise, so I can hit the Bowmaster. So they'll flash in Bowmaster here. I will Unholy Heat, because I'm gonna... So this will die. Ensoul probably just goes at this point. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Probably leave Artifact since they can't hit it with Deathrite. Okay, we have Bauble. Bauble draws us another card. Quite a few lands here. Not exactly what we want to see. I do need something to enable. Yeah, that's fine. Hand's pretty garbage. Ornithopter. Because even if they have bow, they hit me there. I want this potentially later, but I probably play this out because it makes a future effect better. If I draw any of the enchantments, I want to be able to attack this turn. I should probably fetch another island. The brainstorm on top. Jeez. More artifacts is probably better. Oh my god, why would you tap like that? No! I don't have bolt up now. Let's thin out our deck a bit. So this could play around another mystical dispute. They just have counterspell. That's frustrating. Because now this can attack in. I mean, we're... Okay, bolt's not terrible. I swear if this is another bowmaster. They probably do like Mystic Sanctuary for like counterspell. Oh, they just play one. They have something. We'll just pass. I can shrapnel blast one of my lands. So this limits how much they can use the One Ring. So here if they don't have a counter, they have to put the trigger on, and now they die to their trigger. I brainstorm in response. I cast Mystical Dispute. I do all that and die. For the amount of like, I know they have thing. Like, it's important to hit the bowmasters, I think. The zoetic might be to you just try to win like that. Run it back. Run it back. Obviously, we'd love to be on the play, but we'll take what we can get. Can we just have, like, a reasonable hand? So I can... try like this. You can go Yotai on 2. Makes their smugglers Copter worse. Yep, counterspell. Deathrite. Well, when your hands double counterspell, it's gonna be Bowmaster. 100% Bowmaster. Hey, not Bowmaster. I just can't beat Oko now. Overcooked for the following turn. Third counterspell. Bowmaster. Never not have it. Yeah, the problem. We're a little too slow. I don't think Copter is good enough for this format. And they hit arrow. They'll be able to escape, so we're done. We stole one, but all in all, I don't think the deck's there. Let me know what you think in the comments. We'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.